Okay, my name is Angela Makholwa. I'm a South African born, proudly South African writer. Yeah, I've written 4 novels now. Yeah, the latest one is called The Blessed Girl. It trails the life of a young woman. She's beautiful, very charming, vivacious. She's very sure of herself. She wants the finer things in life and she wants them right now. And so because of that, because of the urgency in her need to look successful and access, the designer labels, designer brands, be driving the latest car, be living in the posh side of town, she subscribes to the blessed girl lifestyle. So she's got 3 blessers who are keeping her in the life that she wants. So they buy her clothes and they pay for her rent, basically everything. And of course, in return, she has a sexual relationship with all 3 of them. When we first encounter her, I mean, she's very kind of open and brash about the life that she lives. But when we get to know the character, as we dig deeper into the character, she turns the reader into her confidant. So she tells you everything about her life. She even asks you not to judge her. She lies to you and then she backtracks and says, okay, no, I know I said this, but this is what I meant, because she's trying to kind of build this rapport with you where she can share everything, no holds barred, like about what she goes through day to day. And so when we get to know her, then we realize that there's more to her than just kind of this flimsy, superficial character that's just going around in fancy cars and fancy holidays, with these men. We get to discover, for instance, that she's got a younger brother that she cares a great deal about, who still lives with her mom in Mamelodi. She goes to the township to visit her brother. She buys him nice things because this is how she expresses love. Love for her is material gain. It's beautiful gifts, beautiful things, That's how she expects love to be expressed to her, and that's how she gives love. She tells you, don't expect me to be there and be holding your hand when you're going through tough times, but good times, I'll buy you gifts, I'll take you here. This is who she is. But again, even with the younger brother, we realize even that whole kind of superficial expression is not really who she is. Deep down, she really does care for her brother. She cares for her friend, her best friend, her childhood friend. But there is a lot of manipulation. She's a very manipulative character. She'll do anything to get, these material things that she strives for. So she's a very real character to me. She's not somebody that is kind of this distant, kind of fantastical creature or creation or figment of my imagination. And she's also a girl that I care about. I've seen a Bontle like in real life who is beautiful, that's a given, but is smart and is sweet and is funny and is compassionate in her own twisted way. But the way that she views her life and the way that the choices that she makes kind of concern me as a sister, as an aunt, it wasn't a book that I was writing to kind of poke fun at certain people who choose a certain way. It was a book that I wrote because I care, because I'm a woman in South Africa, and because I mentor young women like her, and she could be my daughter maybe in years to come. We need more readers. We should read our stories. Our stories are beautiful, they are exciting, they are unique. A story is important because story kind of gives you a sense of belonging. It places you, If you're going to read stories about people in far off lands, it's very difficult for you to kind of get that strong sense of identity. This is about me, I can relate to it, because we're passionate about our country, we're passionate about sharing experiences and thinking through experiences, subcultures like the blessed culture. People just kind of accept it, they just get into it, but there's not enough kind of talking about it and thinking through and thinking about impact and thinking about just legacy. What kind of values, also value system are we building now when we are accepting this as a subculture? So it's a conversation starter. A lot of people have said in a train, if I'm reading in a train, in a bus or a taxi, people want to know, they see the cover first of all and they're like, what is this about? My dream for continental fiction is that we just get more of our people reading our stories, and it's about identity for me, and once we get to that point, we can then even export our stories to other countries and not dilute them. Yes, you can internationalize it a little bit here and there just to make it more accessible, whether it's through subtitles or whatever it is, but not dilute it. When we dilute our stories to reflect another reality, what are we saying? We're saying maybe our stories are not good enough, or maybe our lives, our lived existence are not quite right, that you need to take them through that layer of manufacturing for the story to fit into some kind of global kind of prototype. For me, it's about retaining the authenticity of our own voices, and then everything else I think would come after that, because real things are appealing. Real things don't need to be sold. Real things sell themselves, especially when it comes to humanity.